Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com, and I've been working in my countryside journal. This is the journal that I use the current AJ kit on, and I have put 2 signatures in this journal. I've used some of the cardstock that come in the kit as my cover. And I have the beginning of this, the whole cover. I have that in another video. I will link it in the description box below. And we will go through what all I've done as far as decoration and how I set up the signatures in here. But mainly today, I wanted to go over this new style or new design of kit that I put in the front. We're going to go along and put one in the back together. But I'm going to take out all of this stuff. It's a 6 a 6 slot pocket. And it is secretarial style. I love how this looks. Just looking at this on my screen over here, I'm like, I really, really love this style of pocket. It's very cute. I love this. So it's a secretarial pocket times 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all overlapping. And even with them being the 49 & Market thick cardstock, you can see it's not too much, not too bulky on our cover. And it holds so much stuff. So we have a pocket here behind this one. I have another pocket here, 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 and here. So all the way down, and then all the way down on the others too. As long as you don't get your glue all messed up. But it holds so much, and I just love how it turned out. And I wanted to share with y'all because, you know, when Mom and I make these journals, we don't share everything that we do with the journals just because they don't tend to get watched when we show you every little bitty thing and then do a full flip through. Those just don't get watched because everybody's got them out in YouTube land, and when we do them we just don't have that many views. So we try to highlight a few things that we do in each one of our journals so that you can see what we've done. It's really easy. You don't need tutorials on every little thing that we do in a journal. We would bore you to tears. So we just pick a few things sometimes and to show you. And I really love this, and I wanted to show y'all how this came together and how easy it was to come together too. I hear somebody on the phone, so let me close my door. That's something else we wouldn't want to bore you with. Y'all having to listen to our conversations on the telephone. So anyway, we have this secretarial pocket, and it is times 6, and I will show you. We will work it together, and I'll show you exactly how it comes together. We'll do it on the back cover. This is one of those flip out flappy pockets that we made the other day. It's got a pocket here. I need to put something in there. Let's do, is that too tall? Nah, it won't be too tall because it's got that tag on the front. The tag is from, I think, last week, the tag wraps that we did. So that's there, and then we've got the little notepad there. And then we have a paper clip, just a gold paper clip holding it together. And then we have another pocket back here. I need to put something in. Now, that is my thing. I make so many pockets that I start running out of things to put in each pocket. So I have to get very creative. That was just one of the die cut pieces. I could have made it a little tuck spot, but I've got a lot of those throughout this journal, so I just put that on as decoration. I loved how it coordinated with everything there. Little tickets that I just paper clipped on. I put one of the die cut pieces on that bag. and it can be used as a pocket or put some secret journaling in there. This is a cutoff from the 12 by 12, one of those 12 by 12 cardstock pieces, and I made it a little tuck spot for these tags. And these are the tiny ticket tags, I think, in Betty Ann Renfro's Etsy shop. I will link those in the description box below. Lots of cute ones on the one, and I think it's like 2 or 3 pages of them. I did put quite a bit of the cardstock in this journal because I just love it. And I put my kind of signature book page in the middle of the signature. And then this is a piece of the die cuts. And then I made this little piece, a tuck, put this tag in it. This is from Pink Monarch Prints. It's one of their kits that she had some tags that I thought went right along with this collection. Look how pretty that is. But I have definitely left this journal as a writer's journal, so whoever gets it, and I've already had someone ask if they could buy it, so I've got to go back in the comments and find that person and let them know it is theirs. This is another piece of die cut, and I made it a tuck space and just put some book page there. There's the back part of the little cutoff, and these are the stamps from the collection from that kit. They're like faux postage stamps, but they're in a washi roll. Love them. And I just put one of those on there. The ducks, the infamous ducks from this collection. They are so cute. And I just realized I haven't cut open the back side of my little glassine bags to make both sides a pocket. So we're going to do this, and then I do believe I am going to cut it with a circle punch and make a little thumb notch there. Okay, so that's open. Ooh, nothing else fall down. I didn't have such quick reflexes on that one, did I? Okay. Oh, and then I need to put my circle punch through some aluminum foil because it's not wanting to cut that glassine. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, anybody else looking at this is going to be like, oh, it looks like my toddler chewed on it. Oh, well. That could be cute. Make thumb notches with our toddler stuff. I don't have one of those though, so I guess that would be a little creepy for me since I got adult children. Let's go around here, which Bethany would probably come in here and say, hey, I'll do it for you, Mom. Ha ha ha. She's funny like that. So I'm just going to give it a little trim. That's something she could probably do for me since she's in cosmetology school, huh? All right, I will fix that up a little bit better off camera when I can get really close up to it, but it will be fine. I'll fix it. Oh, I can't stand it. I got to fix it now. Lots better. Lots better. Okay. Still not the prettiest little thumb notch ever. I might have to cover that up with something. Oh well, it's fine. On this, I put some of the ribbon, and I just put some score tape back behind this on this newsprint paper, and I put some of the ribbon that came in the kit there. Another little die cut just sticking out from the edge. That is like the prettiest ever. I love that page. It's so pretty. Another little die cut, clock with a rooster on it. Too cute. Goes right along with our countryside theme. That coffee dyed paper is so pretty. I love that. This is one of the top paperclip banners that I made a long time ago in an M Scrapbusters, and I just clipped that onto the next signature. So there was first signature, and here is second signature. And I will be showing you just with it sped up with some music at the end how I got the 2 signatures in and some of the decorating if anybody wants to stick around for that. I didn't want to bore you, so I just tacked it onto the end so you can watch if you would like. And then this is one of the die cuts too. It's like a photo slide, and I put one of those pink monarch print tags back behind it and just clipped it on. Like I said, I wanted to keep this very writer friendly. So there's another one of those Betty Ann Renfro tags there. Same thing on this one. I did have this in the second signature also. Love that. That's some of the cardstock there. This is one of the huge die cuts that comes in that pack, and I put another die cut on top of it and just made it a tuck there. So this is the middle of the second signature. It's just got a dyed book page in it. This is another one of the huge die cuts. Look how pretty that sunflower is with the bee above it. And I'd put some of those tags down in that. Left it as is because I loved the countryside it is showing on there. I didn't want to cover that up. The back side of that one, let's trim this bag. And then we did the same thing, more ribbon on that page. And then this is just some cardstock left over that I cut down and just folded over. And it's got a pretty plain red on the back. You can take that off and have some secret journaling and just paper clip that on. Another die cut that I made a tuck and put those tags back behind there. This one's a really simple journal, but it's so pretty. The cardstock is so pretty. The collection is so pretty. I just didn't want to add too much to it. Big blank canvas here that you could put a picture on or whatever you would like, some memorabilia. So pretty. I love that. So now it is time to make a 6-pocket secretarial stack back here. And I picked this cardstock because I would love for the butterfly to peek out somewhere on the right side. And then I would love for the ducks to be down here. So I might have to trim off a little bit at the bottom here to actually get the ducks on there, and maybe even trim off a little this way because I don't want to get it on there and then have to trim the duck's bills off. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I might not be able to keep them on there. But my cover here before you get to the fold is 5 3/4. So I'm going to go 5 1/2. So we're going to trim to 5 1/2. I want to scoot this over till we get this trimming done. All right, so 5 1/2 over is right there. And see, if I do that, I'm going to trim off a duck bill. So I'm going to come over here first, and I'm going to trim this side. Go to 5 1/2. Trim that. So I've got this side trimmed. I just need to figure out how to get that so I can maybe salvage that butterfly for my pocket. And then if I were to do this and go to 5 1/2, okay, I can save the duck maybe by trimming that off. And then I am trimming the height, and the height of these is 3 1/2. So 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 3 1/2, same over here, 3 3 1/2. So then you just cut quite a few triangles and you figure out which ones you can use and which ones just not going to happen. Let's see. If I were to cut this at 3 1/2, I'm cutting off the tops of the duck's heads. And then I would have to do like that, and then I'm losing all my ducks. So let's trim off. That's the only thing if you're working with, I'm going to really trim up. Sorry, things making noises. Really trim up, and I've cut the duck's feet off. We shall see how this works. Then I'm going to go to 3.5 here. All right, so I've got enough leeway, maybe. Okay. Oh, it's making a horrible noise. 3.5, and then I'm going to put it on the diagonal on my trimmer. All right, so I will salvage at least this one and a lot of my sunflower here. So I'm just going to have to deal with that and let it be. Okay, so I did lose my butterfly, but I've got this little ducky here, and I'm fine with that. So that's going to be my bottom front. And then we can always flip over, see how good that goes with that, and you can use that as your other one. You don't have to do that. You can cut more if you want to. Let's try to get, let's see how we can work this and try to salvage that butterfly. So I'm going to cut it there, and then I'm going to flip over and go to 3.5 there. So that'll go in my scrap pile. Nice, beautiful piece. Then I'm going to go on the diagonal because I want the butterfly kind of peeking out on the right side. So we'll go point to point on our trimmer. Like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounded horrible, didn't it? Sorry. All right, so when we line them up, we're going to just barely get a little bit of peekaboo, and I love that. So I'm good with that. So there's another one. So there's 3, and we just need to come up with 3 more. Okay, I think I'm going to go with another red check on the other side and a yellow from earlier. I'm going to go 3.5 on this one. And then I know that those words are upside down, but they're not really going to be seen. I just want one that's not as busy as the rest. I think I fixed my trimmer. Now, let's look here. We do this and this, and then we do this, this. Have another red check there. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I really like that. I'm not even concerned if that's upside down. And then we can go more plain up top, and we could do this one, I think. Yeah, let's go. This is 3.5, isn't it? No, it is not. That's why we can't do that one, Melina. So let's go with a plainer one this way and go 3.5. And then point to point. Oh, I like that. I didn't like how the other one looked, so let's just go with that one. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Nice and colorful. Still going with all the colors that we have in the journal itself. So it's going to line up something like this. And as far as lining them up and getting them all the right heights and all of that kind of stuff, it's a lot easier than what you may think. So no worries with that. I wouldn't give you anything too difficult. So it's a little wonky right now, but we're going to fix that. We are going to ink all of the edges, kind of keep them lined up how we want them. And ink all the edges, everything that we think will be seen. So probably the tops, and then most of the slant will be seen. Some of the slant will be covered up, but go ahead and ink. If you're crafting along with me, go ahead and ink all of that. And while we're getting all of the ink put on, these bottom two I'm going to really ink up because I don't know exactly everything that's going to be seen. But right before we start gluing, we need to round these two corners so that it goes along with that corner there. It's not sticking over the edge. Bless it. I wanted to save all the ducks, but I just couldn't. So walnut stain ink is what I'm using, the oxide of Tim Holtz. And now for these two pieces, we're going to line them up together. And then I'm going to get my corner rounder and try to put them both in. There we go. And that worked nicely. And then I will just ink that like that. So we've got a nice rounded corner to put down there. Then we're going to figure out our lineup. So we don't really want any of the background, this cover, showing. So we're going to line them up as such. And then you can have them where one's really high and one comes down low, something like that. You can do it like that. I've just tried to do mine as even as possible. It just worked for my brain. But you do it how you would like to. You can line them up differently if you want. So what I'm first going to do is get where I want to put these. And I'm just going to kind of visualize back here, and we haven't went up as far on this, so I think I will come down, yep, about right there, and then I'm just going to make a mark of where I want this point and where I want this point. So this point's got to come down some. I'm going to make my little mark there. So I know that this point needs to cover up that little black dot that I just made. And then I'm going to come straight across here and try to line it up so that I can do the same thing over here. So I can get my T-square ruler, and we do carry these in the shop if you need a T-square ruler. It helps me so much when I'm trying to get something straight. So then I'm going to put my little dot right here so that I know that this corner needs to cover up that dot. So let's put these off to the side. This one is going to be back behind this one. So I'm going to get it first and look at that beautiful butterfly and flower that I'm going to have to cover up, but I don't have any other choice. These would be nice little top tucks too if you want to use some of them that you didn't get to use in this pocket. You could make them little top tucks. So then I want this to cover up my mark that I made, and that just kind of lines you up. But these top two need to be very lined up so that everything else, all the other ones, fall into place underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to get my glue just on two sides, as skinny of a line as I possibly can. And I'm going to get my messy rag, make sure I don't have anything that's going to hold me up, get this tip to cover up that mark, and then that should line you up with the bottom of your other pocket. So there's that lined up quite nicely, if I do say so myself. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so then for your next two, Oh, look here. I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I pulled 7 out of my hat. Okay, so I need to figure out, do I want the yellow one in there to pull out that, or do I just want to go this route? Oh, I really like that without the yellow. Sorry, yellow. Maybe you can be used elsewhere in the journal. Okay, so then these two, I bet y'all were thinking, okay, she said it was 6 pocket. Why has she inked up 7 secretarial slants? I don't know. I was getting all excited and showing y'all something new that I thought was new anyway. It's new to me. All right, then I'm going to make more marks. And I'm just making sure that I can't see the back. Okay, then before I glue down, I'm just going to make sure when I put these 2 on, I can come up some. So I need to pull these down, but still just making sure that I'm not seeing back behind there, because if I'd have put them up as far as I had them, when I put these on, you would have been able to see the cover back behind here when I done that. Okay, so we're good where we are. So I can make my mark right there. That needs to cover that up. And then I'm lining up down here, and then this point needs to cover there. Yep, I'm having a peekaboo butterfly. It's got to go down first because that's how we did it here. It wouldn't look right if you start putting them opposite way, so you've got to put down the right one. So I'm going to lose a little bit of my butterfly that I fought so hard to save, but oh well. And my glue is dripping all of a sudden for no apparent reason. It just decided to volcano. All right, let's try that again. Okay, and this point is going to cover up that point, or that little mark that I made. And let's go ahead and glue these 2 sides and cover up that mark that I made. And then even them up on the bottom. Oh yeah, good. Okay, and then you've just got these 2 to put on. And you're going to line them up where you want them. It doesn't matter how much room you leave at the bottom. I'm fine with having room at the bottom. Okay, that lines up quite nicely. So I think put a mark there and a mark there. This one goes down first. It's got my other 2 duckies and my butterfly back there, bless it. And then that curved edge lines up with that one. And we just make sure that we're straight across before I press that down too much. I'm going to go ahead and get this one down. Oh yeah, and we can barely, just barely see some of that cover back behind there. Just a tiny little bitty piece. But we've got the edge of that butterfly. We've got the edge of that flower, the sunflower. I love it. I love how these 6 pocket secretarial stacks look. That is just I love that look. Now, that's a lot of checks back here. We got checks here, and then we got checks on that, but it all coordinates, so it's fine. And we can get some of this bigger ephemera and put down in our little pockets. And if you've got some, go ahead now and, you know, really push down in there just to make sure that nothing is, because when you're working with liquid glue and not putting these in with score tape, you might get a little gush somewhere. I'm going to put that one there and just try to take up all of the little pockets. So you could even put them out here up front. Oh, we've got a red flower we can put in here somewhere. These die cut packs from We Are Memory Keepers from 49 Market are very, very cute. I think I will fold this one over. It's not going to match meat. It's not going to match when I meet it, but it will still work. We can cover up maybe those upside down words in there and maybe put one of these little tags there. Cute. So cute. Have we got one of these? See, this one's already inked. So let's see if we can put it somewhere in our journal that's not already been used up. We don't have anything really back behind this middle, so we could put it here. We'll just need to trim off. We're going to do this a couple of times and see if that's short enough now. It is. Yeah, let's use that as a little secretarial pocket in our journal. Finish inking it up. Since we already had it inked, let's go ahead and try to use it. And then put that there. And we've got another pocket, and that the wording, the letters are upside down, so let's find something to kind of camouflage that up some. Can do that. Little tickets from the die cut pack. Cute. And let's get something to go in that pocket. Nice. So we have really filled up as far as how much I wanted it to be filled up. I didn't want to cover up all of the pages. So we've really done, I think, a really good job of covering pages that we wanted to and leaving lots of pages blank that I wanted to also. And I love that it's got 2 signatures, and it does have a little bit of a Pac-Man mouth, but y'all have heard me say before, I'm all about Pac-Man. I love that look on a journal. Not a big deal to me. So when you stand it up, yes, you're going to get Pac-Man mouth, but it holds together quite nicely even when you're holding it. So no worries as far as I go anyway. So the person that had mentioned they would love to purchase it, I hope that they love what all I have done to it now, because they only saw it when I was just putting the cover on and the signatures together. So now they know they have 2 signatures, and it's nice and wide, and it's got lots of pockets in it and some really new kind of pockets that I had never made before. So I hope that they love it. I hope you have loved this short little series. It's just 2 videos of me making the countryside journal from the current AJ kit, and lots of fun stuff coming because we had a lot of interest in this AJ kit and we ran out, but we have a pre-order going on over at scrapbookingwithme.com where you can get the whole 12 by 12 pack of this 49 and Market paper. You get 2 sheets of this, 2 sheets of the craft cardstock, the whole pack of die cuts, those stamps, the stamp washi, you get that. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh yes, the stencil and the rub-ons. I'm probably going to go through the journal and cut out a few of the rub-ons maybe and put in there. The stencil, I would love to go through there on a few of them and just, you know, take the stencil and do this. If I can get it out. This is the Gothic stencil from Tim Holtz. Just go through here on little edges with my walnut stain and my blender brush. And just do this on a couple of page edges. Just a little abstract kind of art piece there. And like on this one, maybe at the top. And just really, you're holding the stencil down with one hand and just barely doing circles with the other hand. Doing a few details like that throughout with the stencil. I'll do a few more of those off camera. Y'all don't need to know. I mean, everybody knows how to use a stencil with that. No tutorial needed, right? And then with these rub-ons, but I mean, you get a whole lot of stuff. I think the only thing that does not come in the pre-order that we got in the kit would be your journal pages, like the dot grid pages and the newsprint paper and the book pages. And lots of people already have that, so they don't necessarily need that. Let's do a rub-on real quick while we're sitting here. We can do a rub-on, can't we? Let's find a page that's kind of blank. We did that on the back side. Let's do a rub-on on this side. So let's pick, y'all, those ducks. I really love the ducks, and I want the ducks in this journal somewhere. So I'm going to trim them out. I don't need that leaf, so I'm going to leave that. And just make sure not to cut any of the ducks off. Okay, so trim that out. And then I'm going to take, a while ago when I was sewing in my signatures, I punctured my finger. And yes, I edited that out, so if anybody's going to watch that at the end, we're just taking off the backing here, and we've got transfer paper here, and then we're going to set our ducks down where we want them, like that, and they sent your little stick. Anyways, I was sewing in the signatures, and the 49 and Market cardstock is really, really thick, y'all. So I got a little frustrated with myself because I couldn't get through all the layers. And dummy me left my hand back behind, behind the book like this, trying to get it through, and punctured my finger. Big time. So Bethany had just gotten home from college, and I called into her. I said, Bethany. She said, yes, ma'am. She knew I was videoing, so she was like, something's not right. I said, can you bring me a Band-Aid? She was like, yes, ma'am. So she comes in here. She has the Neosporin and a Band-Aid. What'd you do? I said, she said, did you cut yourself with scissors? I said, no. I punctured myself with my awl. So she doctored me up and put on my Band-Aid. So that's why I've got that on. I know every time I've had a Band-Aid on screen, someone has said, "Oh, Melina, what have you done?" That's what I did. I punctured myself with my awl. Who out there has punctured themselves? Impaled themselves with their awl? I know Mama has done it once. At least once. Okay, I've rubbed all over. Let's see where we need to continue to rub. Oh, it's pretty good. Let's get a little bit off the edge there. Oh my, y'all. Look at them. Okay, and then that's how it looks when you're done with doing rub-ons. Look at the... Oh, whoever's buying this, I'm having a hard time now because I got the ducks on there. Too cute. That is too cute. I love that. Oh my. Okay, I need a little bit of gothic over here. It looks filigree to me, Tim Holtz. I don't see gothic. I see filigree. But whatever. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, I love that. And then she's flipping through and she gets back here and she's like, "Oh, look, it's a little gaggle." Isn't that what it's called? Anyway, there's one of the rub-ons. I'll put another one in there and I'll do a few more little things with the stencil through there. But that is my countryside journal that I've made with the current AJ kit. I hope y'all have loved it. I hope that y'all love this video. And if you are a newbie and you need to know how to sew in double signatures, I'm giving you a sped up version. I also have another video from like 2 years ago where I put in double signatures, and I can link that in the description box below for you too. But here's a sped up version. I will see everybody else later. Y'all have a blessed day. God bless you. I love y'all. Bye.